Hello everyone, welcome to a lecture series of a financial management. So today is the lecture number 14 of a financial management. So in this lecture, we are going to see in the details what are the business ethics which should be followed by an owner of that company, so that the base of any business, the growth of any business, it is based on the morals, or it is based on the ethics which has been followed by higher level authorities or by an employees in that organization. So this video we could be covering the topics, as I said, business ethics. So last let's start with the contents of this video. Now a very first point we are going to see in this video is introduction, the introduction to a business ethics, where we could be explore why it has been important for all the companies to be ethically strong and to be socially responsible these days. Then we will be covering the principle of a business ethics as we move on. So we will have a look at a different branches of a business ethics, which consist of meta-normative and applied ethics. Then we will be talking about some unethical issues also in business ethics, in a business scenario. And at last we will see what are the importance of business ethics. So we will start with the introduction. So before going on, why it has been important that the business ethics need to be maintained when you are running a company. It is important to understand some of the term to get the clear idea about what does it mean. So moral standards, these are the standards that an individual has about what is right or what is wrong. So what you think about a particular situation, whether it is right, whether it is wrong, that is your moral standard values. So the values are different from moral standard. These are the long lasting belief that guides society decision and action towards varieties of situation. So the long lasting belief which the society thinks that is good for society, and it is believed to be a good and a morally correct. So those are the values which are, we can say, inculcated in a particular society. Then what is ethics and how it is different from the moral standards or the values. So ethically it is totally branch of a knowledge. So ethics is, as you see, it's a totally branch of a knowledge uh, which we study it, deal with model principle values and behaviors. So altogether the model standard values, your behavior, all that is consist in ethics. So which is a branch of knowledge which we go through. Then what exactly business ethics means? So when we are trying to apply this ethical principle, what we have learned, and the ethics what we are, when we try to apply this in day to day conduct of business, to examine and solve a model, a complex model, to see what rules and regulations need to be made, what actions need to be taken, and what judgment need to be given, and how one should behave towards the customer, the supplier, the responsibility towards the society. So that together is consist in business ethics. So if you see here, if you see here, so as mentioned, as I said, the ethics, it is generally a branch of knowledge which deals with the moral values, moral principles, values, and the behavior. And a business ethics, it is it's the application of the ethical principle in day-to-day conduct of a business to examine and solve a complex moral dilemmas. Now, if you, as you move further, the principle of business ethics, if you see in this, in this, you will see the what rules and regulations need to be made and what actions need to be taken, what judgment need to be given, and one should behave together towards the customer, the suppliers, the responsibility towards the society, and that together is consist of as we say in business ethics. So how business need to be socially responsible and how need to be ethically correct. The business does not only have to look for profitability, it has to look for longer sustainability of itself and of the environment and society, so in which it exists. Coming to the principle as we've seen the slide of a business ethics. So what guide or what are the principles that together combines what exactly business ethics is? So there are very few principles which I have mentioned over you. First is what, if you see, the first point is impartiality. So whenever we are talking about an organization, a company, it is very important that your business, your organization should be impartial towards your employee. So you are providing them the equal rights, you are providing them what they deserve with a full proper procedure. Then it is impartial. You are not giving, or you are not being partial towards any particular individual. Then compliance with laws and regulations, that is the second point. So you are paying a taxes, you are due, and you are giving a full disclosure to your financial statement to all the shareholders and stakeholders. So you are compiling with the laws and regulations. It becomes important when you are running a business, so that you could be able to avoid any kind of a legal consequences of its. Now if you see the third one is practice fair business. So practice fair business. So the business should not only concentrate on the profitability. So to earn more profitability, if you are doing a adulteration, if they are doing malpractices, any fraud scheme you are presenting to a customer, so those all things should be avoided. You should practice a fair business, and thus with the fair business you should try to achieve the profitability and not through a wrong means. That is a very important. Now next one, the accountability means the responsibility to being responsibility towards your work, what your business is doing. You need to be obligatory, you need to be responsible for that. So next one is trust and honest should be built up among all the stakeholders of a business. So stakeholders could consist of a government, should be consist of a government, the employees, the customer, suppliers, and all those people who are directly or indirectly involved with the organization. So it's very important that you build a kind of a trust and honest, so that it could present a good reputation of a business in the society. So it could also help in earning the customer loyalty and customer retention for longer period of a time. So due to diligence of compiling with laws and rules regulations, compiling with the norms perfectly. So if you take for example, and banking scenario, whenever you are giving loans, it's important that you need to do due diligence properly. You need to analyze about a customer payment, our ability easy its ability easily is the credit history, and also that is due to diligence when you are trying to compile with the norms and regulations, so that any mishappening does not exist. Social obligation. So social obligation. So being a part of a society, business is responsible towards society. So as well, so you are having some social obligations, and for this reason, CSR activities has been mandated by a government, and now all the companies are involved in doing some kind of a corporate social responsibility. As I explained in the previous videos so many times, by giving a example of so many businessmen so who are already bind the society, and they are doing a lot of beneficial activities for the society, for society welfare, so that they are giving back to society from which they have utilized resources stakeholders interest. So I already mentioned. And then, just as an equally is what is believed to be the pillars of any organization, when you are treating all the employees in an equitable manner. Coming to branches of an ethics, uh, coming to branches, what could be a branches of ethics? If we see, yes, branches of ethics, if you see, uh, so ethics has been divided into three major parts: a meta ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. So normative ethics is further divided as a teleological ethics, deontological ethics, and consequential and ethics. By virtue, so one by one, we will see what all this means. So meta ethics or meta ethics is purely a descriptive branch of ethics. Now we could understand why is it descriptive. It's descriptive because it tells you, it tries to analyze things in it try to analyze the things. It does not tell you what to do it, or it does only try to figure out what is mean or what is happening. So let us understand, it tends to study the meaning of model judgment. So what is the meaning behind a model judgment? So it is very foundational thing, and meta ethics tries to focus on foundation of your moral judgment, your behavior. So how it has been built up over a time. It does not describe any particular action, but try to analyze the fact that made you act in certain ways. So meta ethics does not we will say you that do not do this, do not steal, do not lie, it is wrong, or doing your charity is a good meta ethics. It does not prescribe you any such thing. But meta ethics will say that what makes you do, what makes you think in a particular manner. So if you are thinking that charity is good thing, why you are thinking that, what has built your mindset according in that direction. So it is try to analyze the fact that made you act in certain way. It deals with understanding the basics on which we distinguish right from wrong. So if you are saying that a particular situation or a particular individual is right and another individual is wrong, what makes you what makes you, or what is the basics on what you are categorizing the right from wrong, is that the end purpose which is giving, which is in accordance with your convention, or we can say is that something else. So what makes you distinguish between do things is focuses on foundation of a moral values, attitudes, behavior. So in simpler words, as I said, meta ethics is descriptive. It try to analyze that what made you think in that situation, what has built up your behavior, what is built up your character, or what has built up your model values and attitudes. So try to analyze that. Coming to normative, coming to now normative ethics. So as we saw in meta ethics, it was descriptive, but normative ethics, it is prospective branch of ethics. Now it is prospective because it tried to prescribe, so that how one need to act if you want to be right, what is morally right and what is morally correct, and how one should act in a particular situation. So it tries to prescribe. It presents how you presents you the difference between the good from bad, right from wrong from wrong. So let's see. It's investigate the set of questions that arises when considering how one could thought to act in a particular situation. So taking the previous example in normative ethics, it could be prescribed you that do not steal because it's not good. Do not lie because it's not good. Do not break promises because it is unethical. So normative ethics could give you the judgment because it has been built up the judgment on the basis of trial experience in the society. So it could tell you what thought to be done. It examines and suggests what actions are right or wrong. Model tends to arrive at conclusion about the acceptable behavior in society. So as I already mentioned, a normative ethics, you will be tell you or it could be try to analyze the overall behavior in the society and could then tell you what is acceptable action, how you need to act. It includes the formulation of a moral rules and obligations. So on those basis, on those study, it also makes a moral rules and obligations, so as we saw in meta ethics. So it was only trying to analyze what makes you think in a particular situation. So normative ethics is trying to prescribe you that how you or how one should act, or how what is right and what is wrong there. So you were be trying to find out that what you think in a particular situation. Here it is just telling you that it is right or something is wrong, or something is acceptable behavior, so something is unacceptable. Moving on the two deontological ethics. So it is a part of a normative ethics only. Now uh, deon means obligations of the duties. Deontological ethics is normally or is normative ethical theory. So it specifies what are under individual moral duties and obligations. So deontological ethics is based on your duties and your obligations. Okay, so we will stop here for this lecture. So in next lecture we will continue for major unethical issues, uh, and what are the importance of an business ethics, that we will see in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.